another week of 18th century chat. If you've been following, you will know that The Fall of the House of Byron is out now. It came out on Thursday, so please take a look. I am supposed to be tonight in the lovely Waterstones in Canterbury to promote it. Obviously I cannot be there, so today I just wanted to take a quick look at a flying visit made to the city by none other than John Foulweather Jack Byron. Now this is actually where he spent his first night on English soil after his amazing post-shipwreck adventures in South America in the 1740s. It was September 1740 when 16-year-old midshipman John Byron heads out of England on his second major voyage with the Royal Navy aboard the rickety HMS Wager. Now, they are part of Commodore Anson's squadron heading out to South America with the literal orders to annoy and distress the Spanish, to lift that rival's stranglehold over the ports, to gain some territory and basically plunder these rich areas. Skipping ahead to the following spring, our squadron is scattered by storms. The Wager goes on alone into the mist with a crew crippled by scurvy and a captain who a fair chunk of the crew really don't have much respect for. But the fatal die is cast on the night of the 13th and 14th of May 1741 off the coast of Chile. In the launch video, I did a reading of my own account of the wreck itself, put together from several survivors' accounts. But now I wanted to just turn to John's own words to give his impression of what happened next, which is basically that the group loyal to the captain follow his orders, leave the wreck, head to shore looking for shelter, whereas a small but very angry and drunken band of sailors stay behind, refusing to leave the wreck. The ensuing night proved exceedingly tempestuous, and the sea running very high threatened those on board with immediate destruction by the parting of the wreck. They then were as solicitous to get ashore as they were before obstinate in refusing the assistance we sent to them. And when they found the boat did not come to their relief at the instant they expected it, without considering how impracticable a thing it was to send it them in such a sea, they fired one of the quarterdeck guns at the hut, the ball of which did but just pass over the covering of it, and was plainly heard by the captain and us who were within. Another attempt, therefore, was made to bring these madmen to land, which, however, by the violence of the sea and other impediments, occasioned by the mast that lay alongside, proved ineffectual. This unavoidable delay made the people on board outrageous. They fell to beating everything to pieces that fell in their way, and carrying their intemperance to the greatest excess, broke open chests and cabins for plunder that could be of no use to them. And so earnest were they in this wantonness of theft that one man had evidently been murdered on account of some division of spoil, or for the sake of the share that fell to him, having all the marks of a strangled corpse. As John's readers discover, these early mutinous rumblings are just the beginning of Captain Cheap's problems and of John's adventures. He doesn't lay his head on that Canterbury pillow until February 1746, which is almost 5 years later. Now, the intervening perils that he encounters include a near brush with cannibalism, a poisonous spider, a stay in a Spanish dungeon, and an inconveniently smitten young heiress. Happily, all of these and the aftermath and more are all covered in my book. If you are following and enjoying these videos, I would be eternally grateful if you would consider buying a physical copy of the book from whichever bookseller you want to support, and send me a picture of yourselves with it when it arrives. I am really missing being able to come out and chat to people. Starting to feel like a total hermit. I will obviously be very happy to sign as soon as we're all allowed out and the events are reinstated. Alternatively, if you want to read John's own account, you can do so online for free. So I will put a link in the video description so that you can download that. Either way, happy reading. I will be back on Wednesday to take a closer look at some surprising tales from the history of Newstead Abbey.